Turn of events in Virginia. New Orleans Mayor Mitch Landrieu is addressing the state of the city. He's postponed that address and he is now addressing the shooting.
And let's go straight to the mayor now.
The others that were shot with him this morning, I understand that a number of Capitol Hill police officers were shot and a number of staff members. As everyone knows, Steve is our congressman. He is a strong fighter for the city of New Orleans. I served with Steve for 10 years in the legislature. He is a dear friend. His wife Jennifer and their kids Maddie and Harrison share time at Mardi Gras with Cheryl and I and our kids. I have known him for a very long time. I have worked with him. I have great admiration and respect for him. And I want to ask the people of the city of New Orleans, along with our council members, Councilmember Brissett is here, and all of the people of New Orleans and the country to keep him and them in our thoughts and in our prayers. I am encouraged by reports that he is in stable condition, but it's my understanding that he's in serious condition as well. And I think it's important that we all take a moment and pray for his full recovery. I just got off the phone with Congressman Cedric Richmond, who was on another field nearby with his baby boy, Cedric. He is fine and continues to offer his thoughts and prayers to his really, really dear friend and colleague who he served in the legislature with and now in Congress. So I want to ask the people of New Orleans to keep everybody in their thoughts and prayers. And it's in time like these when I think we have to pause and reflect, which is why I canceled the State of the City address. We'll reschedule it for another time. Unfortunately, we have been here before in our country. But this is no less shocking. We have to all be clear as we stand in unity together that an attack on any public official, any staff member, any first responder is an attack on our very democracy and on all Americans. It is, in effect, an attack on our country, and it is unacceptable. Now more than ever, we have to put aside our differences and unite against our cowardly violence. President Trump just addressed the nation. And he said it really, really well, that we are stronger when we are together. We are better when we work for common good. And I hope that in this moment of tragedy, we can all take a moment in this country and try to remember what it is that makes us so special, and it's our unity. I said it last week, out of many, we are one, and we're working together. We're going to be fine when we're not. There is division. This senseless violence in America cannot go unchecked. And as I have said many times, an attack on any one of us is an attack on all of us. So my thoughts and prayers are out to my good buddy Steve. We're going to keep praying for him. We're going to lift him up. He's our congressman, and we are going to support him all of the way and hope for a speedy recovery. Jared, would you like to make some comments?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just to quickly reiterate, we're praying for Congressman Scalise and his family and the staffers involved in today's unfortunate, tragic shootings, as well as the Capitol Police officers. We send our prayers. The first responders responded, and glad that it was not a worse event than it is, but we send our prayers to the family and to all involved.
Take a couple questions. Will there be any tighter security for local lawmakers in our region as a result of this today or in the week? Or?
Well, all of these things put everybody on high alert. You saw the increased security last week with a lot of the episodes that we have. We will all take necessary security precautions, but again, it goes out to the public. This is a dangerous job, and we're in a difficult time in this country, and this is not a partisan issue. I mean, any attack on any elected official, anybody that works for the government, because you're upset with the other side, is an attack on our entire country, and we just have to be very vigilant and very smart about how we do that, and we'll take appropriate precautions.
I know Scalise is out of surgery. Have you gotten a chance to speak to him or any family members?
I have not gotten a chance. I have a call into Jennifer, but I think that she is on her way to Washington as we speak.
Anybody else? Go ahead, Eileen.
I was wondering if you had spoken with anyone from the family, and how did you find out what happened?
It got reported to me by my staff this morning. The second it happened, they texted me and tweeted me and let me know that. I immediately reached out to Congressman Richmond. I have subsequently talked to him about 15 minutes ago. He informed me that he was actually on a field and not far by with his son, little Cedric. But he was not in harm's way from this particular shooting, and he's safe. But, you know, he's startled by the whole thing. And for many of us, as though, you know, the world sees us fighting politically because we battle hard for the positions that we think are important for our constituents. And what the public may not understand is that we know each other really, really well. Our families know each other. We spend time together. In the legislature, where Jared and I served, Steve and I served for 10 years, we're on that House floor every day. Right now, as we speak, our legislators are having a really difficult battle over the budget, and they're having really, you know, complicated fights, but they're also physical human beings that are in one space all the time, and they spend time with each other. In this particular instance, Steve and his guys were practicing because Cedric was about to pitch against them. And it's one of the real highlights for them and how they actually get to, you know each other a lot better. In the legislature, we had basketball games on a fairly regular basis with everybody. So, you know, we go to battle politically, but personally, we're very respectful of each other and we like each other. And that's why an attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. And more importantly, it's an attack on the country. And we all have to stand united against it.
Katie, last one.
Katie.
What are you hearing about the motivation of this shooter? And what do you think about the possibilities there?
I haven't heard anything about the motivation at this point. I just heard the president say that the shooter has expired. I don't know what the investigation reveals, and of course it can be anything, and I wouldn't want to speculate.
All right, thank y'all.
Aren't you guys? Thank you.